Today is July 31st, 2024, and I just want to welcome everyone to the one and the only No Political Parties channel. My channel is dedicated to ending no-touch torture, primarily thought of as V2K, voice to skull, microwave auditory effect, MAE, or fray effect, subliminal messaging, and directed energy weapon, assault and or harassment. Electronic harassment and remote neural monitoring are very real. People like myself, Havana Marlena, aphill, and many others are targeted, meaning we're hit daily with this modern weaponry, and our country, law enforcement, do nothing to step in and stop this torture. This torture is used to control, experiment, and to manipulate crime. Manchurian candidates have been activated or tortured remotely and then remotely lobotomized to do whatever they're commanded to do via these discrete communication technologies and torture technologies used exclusively by our military and intelligence community frauds. So what's happening right now is a facade of a good place, an ethical place, a good country, a just country. But what's really happening is the continuation of MKUltra on a global scale being done discreetly with the most advanced technology. They can use a variety of different technologies to do this. They can use a low frequency resonance frequency. They can use high frequency pulses. And they could use remote neural monitoring in two different applications of that as well. So it is being done in both ranges. So this harassment is happening throughout the radio frequency spectrum, and there are no entities trying to protect us. For example, the Federal Communications Commission, a federal enforcement agency dedicated to radio frequency, safety guidelines and regulations, right? Well, they're not doing anything to protect the people on this topic. The safety guidelines are set to the point where there's biological effects that occur before the transmitters are even close to their peak power. So there's biological effects guaranteed being created by satellites, cell towers, panel antennas, cell phones, and the FCC is intentionally hiding those findings so that this damages us from a biological perspective. And not all of these damages are at the same value. So that's when people like myself, like aphill, like Havana Marlena, and like this individual I'm about to introduce, we were all being tortured and hit with a specific modulated pulse, specifically detrimental to our body. So our body is being monitored illegally. Our HIPAA rights are being ignored. We're being stalked. We're being spied on. Every part of our data, down to our DNA, is being siphoned from us. And then we're attacked and harassed with this plugged into essentially an omnipotent or damn near omnipotent system called a sentient or transient world simulation. And then this information with different login levels, different classification levels, relaying different information to the government worker that's logged in, it essentially gets to the point where it's like, okay, their location is here at one classification level, their thought process is this at one classification level, and here's everything they've done in their life at another classification level. And that's just a fact. So this system is used, it's a CIA system, Palantir, that's logging all of our actions. All of these systems now work together. It's been rolled into one super system. That's what makes AI as dangerous as it is right now, is that this is all being used in conjunction. This system is accessible via a web portal, like I've been saying. So when targeted justice says, oh, your neighbor can't be doing this, that's bullshit. The people using the system are accessing it from a web portal. CIA agents work from home. They work all over the country. They don't only log into the computer in an underground base. That's caveman thinking. So right now I'm going to introduce to you JW, who's a very bright targeted individual. He began experiencing this in December of 2021, and he's harassed with this constantly. He sent in a few different clips of audio to analyze, and within 30 seconds of the first clip, I could tell you without a doubt this man's going through the same thing. Not only is this harassment frequency modulation, there's definitely communication writing inside of it, and there's a digital harmonic, meaning none of this is natural to anyone's environment. This has to be added man-made addition to an environment. This has a digital harmonic. This man's feeling symptoms, just like everyone else has described, like myself, like Havana Marlena, like AP Hill. And then this just continues to paint the picture that we all know as a reality. And why is big tech and our government agencies hiding us, trying to separate this victim group, trying to make it as small as possible so that they could then attack us? Yeah, that's what it is.